the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted.
Yo, what is going on, people? The chat is already going before I even started. You know what I mean? I've only been back since yesterday. That's crazy. I just woke up really and just getting ready for the stream. Yes, people, please do me a favor, hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, and all that good stuff. Let me check out the chat before we go on, since it's already kicked off. Something major must have happened around YouTube. Big up G man. We're gonna work together soon, brother. We're gonna work together soon. Please go and subscribe to GTV Football Channel. He's a great content creator. He's a great human being at the same time as well. People go and subscribe to him. Have a good one. Thank you, brother. Fozzie, did you see your mate Hussam? I'm hearing this name every single time. And Mo get a cooking from Lee Gunner. I got a few messages like something was happening like early in the morning because I work night shifts in it, and I see bits of it. I don't know what I don't really get involved in these things, so I don't know exactly what's happening with these guys. It looks like a domestic, innit? You know, all these people that's around each other, trying to promote each other, is all having fights and all that stuff. When they should be really working together, innit? Because this is their aim, just to get money in it. So I don't understand what this was all about, to be fair, guys. You know what I mean? I'm here for footballing reasons, like I always say. I'm here to enjoy the YouTube channel I created years ago, and have a laugh at the same time as well. Get my friends on here like Uncle Roz, Anton, and Nura Beats. The regular guys you see on here, JK. You see Revenant in here. You see everybody. Anyone who's interested, I'll bring on. I mean, even Chicken Tikka Masala. I've got no issues. I mean, I've got no ladders or anything like that. This guy is bigger than this guy and all that stuff. Listen, I go to games. I do everything at Liverpool Football Club. So I don't need to give people this platform. They are the biggest YouTubers in the world, kind of thing. I mean, what have you done in life? I mean, that's what it's all about. Your life is more important than where you are on YouTube at the end of the day. I mean, and yeah, it looks like a domestic, innit, man? The people that's working together all this time are turning on each other. It's either an act or it's a genuine thing. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. From what I can see, sometimes people do mysterious things for views and all that stuff. But we'll wait and see, innit? We'll wait and see, because a lot of people make streams about these guys and talk about them, but it's nothing to do with me, guys. I don't really give a damn. It ain't my thing. I don't work with those people, so saying he's my friend, no, we haven't worked, like he said, for like 3 years ago. We worked together. That's a long time ago. We don't really do things together. We don't message each other anymore. We don't really do anything at all. So friends are the ones you talk to every single time, innit? And you hang around with a lot. I mean, like Anton's my friend. I've known him since I was 9, 10, something like that. That's my friends, what I mean? And we still talk now. We see each other when we're around the area, our area, that is. That's my friends, what I mean? Uncle Rod's, like, I met him a couple of years ago, and we're still doing stuff together. We phone each other. That's my friends, what I mean? And he always checks up with me. I check up on him. That's a real friend, what I mean? But someone you don't really talk to, ain't your friend, is it? So Judge Mo, I speak to him now and again. For a while we haven't spoke. I consider him as a friend because he's a nice guy. At the end of the day, he always trying to bring me on his channel and get me on there, give me the platform to speak. But as I said, I just don't have the time for things like that. I only just about have time for my channel to do my own thing. I mean, I'm not chasing glory or anything like that. If people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? But you're always gonna get Liverpool stuff on here on a regular basis. And in the next 2 weeks, you are gonna get Liverpool stuff. I'm gonna go to Anfield on Friday, and Saturday I'm gonna go inside Anfield. I'm gonna do stadium touring, the new stadium. I haven't toured the new stadium. Last time I toured Anfield was the last stadium. When the main stand was the old main stand. And the little staircase towards the pitch. That was the last time. I haven't seen this new one, so I'm looking forward to it. And I'm gonna go meet a couple of legends, like I always do. I met Kevin Keegan. I met not Kenny Douglas. One day, I hope. I met Kevin Keegan. I met Graham Souness. I met Ian Rush as well. So yeah, it's good things to do, things like that. You know, I met John Barnes in the past. I met Phil Neal. When I used to play football, he gave us a trophy in the tournament that we was playing in. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've met a few legends down the years. But listen, that's what I'm all about. You know what I mean? And I'll stick with that. And I love it. I really love it. If people want to join me, they can join me. If they don't want to join this ride, it's up to you. I've got no qualms with that. I don't put any pressures on that on people doing what they want to do at the end of the day. Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah, it was very interesting though. It's very interesting watch the way Lee Gunner was talking. I'm starting to know who Lee Gunner is, and he's a very angry man. You know, he's a very angry man. Let's just put it that way. It was a sight to be seen. LOL. Oh man, yes, Jason. I'm sure it was. Uh, J- Jason from James Smith. It's everywhere, man. You can't miss it. Yeah, that's what everybody says. To be fair, uh, football is crazy, isn't it? Football content creating is crazy. You gotta like ask questions, innit? Are you here for footballing reasons, or are you here to grow a business, or are you here? What are you here for? You know what I mean? Everybody should have a platform in that way. If you ask me, I'm here for footballing reasons. You know what I mean? I love Liverpool Football Club. I've always did, and I like to talk about them. That's me. I mean, if people don't like what I say, they think I'm too negative, or I don't make sense, or whatever it is. It's up to them. What I mean? It's up to them. I'm not here to have a go at people what they think about the likes of me or anyone else. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I love what I do, and I'm gonna stick with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so today we're going to be speaking about Liverpool versus Leipzig. We're going to do the press conference. I think it's Soboslai and someone else doing the press conference, and I think Arne Slot. It's about 21 minutes long, so we're going to look at it and talk about it along the way. And there's a Saudi takeover talks. I've heard this from Mr. Duncan. He said it like a week ago, I think, before everybody else. He's seen it somewhere. You should check out Duncan. I think it's Cop Talk TV. He's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, he's the standard for Liverpool content creating. He's been here, I think, 27 years, longer than Redmond TV, longer than all these other Liverpool channels, even Man United channels, to be fair. And he's been doing that. Yeah, he's been doing that for a long time. Proper Liverpool fan, proper guy. I message him now and again, and he's generally a good person, man. Great person, and I recommend him to a lot of people, man. It's similar to me, around my generation. He's older than me a bit, but he understands where we come from. He understands how we speak about football, and he said to me, "Your stream is one he looks forward to. My stream, that is." So if people like that are watching our stuff, genuine people who feel passionate about Liverpool Football Club, I'm all for that, man. I'm not fake. I don't like fakeness. I mean, people jumping up and down for no reason. I mean, don't contribute to the football club either. I'm not all about that, man. I'm about contributing to my football club. Obviously, I'm always going to be FSG. I'm never going to change that. But there is time to tone it down a bit, which is now we're doing well in the league. We can't keep talking negative stuff around the football club. I mean, until something happens again. There's a January transfer window coming up. If these owners don't spend, then we have to ask questions. Are you interested in the league, or are you not? You have to let us know. Simple as that. That's all we need to do. Yeah. So let's do the press conference. I don't want to bore you to death chatting. And take it from there, people. Let me get it up. Oh, pause. I'm even saying pause now. I'm like this, this work people got me involved in. So yeah, it's gonna be around 21 minutes long, but we're gonna go longer because I'm gonna speak about it as they, speak. I haven't seen it properly. I've seen bits of it with sort of like talking. That's about it, people. But let's go. Nice music. Let's go, man. I ain't got all day. Got work to go to soon. Goodness me.
As you see,
There it is.
Dominic Sobersley, then followed by Arne Slot. As you see, we have simultaneous translation. Dom has said he's comfortable answering questions in German or English. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand.
Okay, thank you.
Want to start? Hold on. James.
Dominic, how do you feel as if the season has started
Oh,
for you
God, the
personally?
Rugrats.
You happy with your own form?
With my own one,
What a stupid question
it
to
can
ask.
be always better. So, no. I
Hang on a second. Did James Pearce just ask him about his form? Like, I don't understand this, James Pearce. Okay, we all know he's not playing to the standards that we want him to play at, but you don't have to bring it up in a press conference, bro. There's a game here to discuss, which is a Champions League game that we have to win. You don't have to bring the players down before they kick the ball. I mean, let's see after the game if he performed well. You don't have to, like, this guy. See, this is what I'm saying, people. I'm angry that we have people that don't know the game asking silly questions like that to start with. Like, come on, man. That's something you ask the manager, not the player. You're already making the player overthink things like in a negative way, and you shouldn't do that. Terrible, man. James Pearce, man. Listen, go back to your nerdy computer, bro. Just allow this, man. Allow this.
I can play even better. I can, as the gaffer said, I can score more goals. I can give more assists. But I'm doing the dirty job as well for the team, and that's the most important for me. Until we are at the top of the league, and I don't score no goals, I take it.
How has your role changed? Do you think with the change of manager, your role, how has that changed?
I just answered the question before.
Exactly.
It's almost the same. I can play a little bit higher as I did last season. I have a little bit more offense role. I'm happy with it. But otherwise,
look, the guy is not going to do wonders on the pitch as we want him to do. It's understandable because, like he just said, he plays a different role to what he normally does in international football and his other club, if you know what I mean, guys. We're like thinking about Arne Slot's formation and the way he plays. We don't know yet because they didn't have enough time to implement those ideas to these players that's just come from the Euros. It was always going to be like 3 to 4 months. Then we're going to find out how these players are going to be, performing in the formation that Arne Slot has set out. We're still playing some Klopp. We're playing some Arne Slot. We're not really playing full Arne Slot yet. So that's why the football that we're playing is boring. It's not very attractive to watch because we haven't found that identity on the pitch yet. So asking these silly questions now and, putting players in a place that shouldn't be in is wrong, if you know what I mean. So I just hope, it doesn't confuse the player on the pitch when he plays because it's not right, guys. It's not right. Okay, he's not passing the right passes. We do talk about him a lot after games, but we have to let it go. Once we talk about that, we let it go. New game, new start, and we see if he's going to improve. That's how we're going to have to watch him in the next game. But putting pressure on him before the game is the wrong way of going about it, in my opinion. It's wrong.
It's the same.
One in front, Lewis.
Hi, Dominic. Arne, as obviously you just said there about you needing to score more goals, what specifically are you doing on the training ground? I know there's a lot of meetings and video sessions and stuff to try and get into better positions to score more goals. What are you changing up?
Goodness me.
It's not only about training sessions and videos. Of course, it helps a lot, but it's in the situation in the game. It's totally different. So even if I score in the training,
you have to look at it from a point of view, guys. It's everyone on the pitch playing well, apart from Gravenberch, Van Dijk, and Konate, and you could just put on Trent there because he's defending better. No, not everybody's playing well. So you can't keep like hitting the stick with one player every single time. Yes, we expect more from Dominic because the quality that he's got more than anyone else. if you know the real Dominic that we know, that plays for Hungary. Hungary Dominic Szoboszlai is like a Maradona type of player. When he plays for Liverpool, is a knocked up version of Henderson. That is the problem everybody's having with him at the moment. But this could be a start of a new thing for him. Maybe he will do better. Maybe in the future, we will see more creativity. We will see more goals. We will see more set pieces that he takes. You know what I mean? Because the problem that people don't understand, these players have like him and Gakpo, before they were at Liverpool, they were the creative spark for their teams. They were taking set pieces. They were taking, penalties and all that stuff. They come to Liverpool, you limit their ability, it's always going to show something negative. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And not only that, he's got players like Trent, Salah, and McAllister, and all these players around them that's more dominant in their position, if you know what I mean. So sometimes when you got these players around you with the aura that they have, it's difficult for you to let your ability out because you have to cater to them. There's always a talisman at the club. I mean, as long as those people are still there, you're going to feel inferior to them. And that's what's happening with Dominic at the moment, guys. But listen, ignore all that nonsense. Let's just wait and see. Look, we're top of the league. We're top of the Champions League. We're already through in the next round of League Cup. We're still in the FA Cup. So we're in all these competitions, man. Relax. Relax your minds, man. Relax your minds. Listen, mouths, but minds.
You can ask the guys. I score a couple of good goals. But still in the game is not the same. I'm trying to work on it to be in the position so I can score more goals. But yeah, even if it's take time, I will get there.
One at the front here. Andy, just wait for the mic.
Thank you. Hello, Dominic. Just wondering on your thoughts about coming back to your old club and what type of reception do you expect tomorrow night?
I'm happy to be back. Can't wait to get to the stadium tomorrow to see my old friends, coaching stuff as well, and also the fans. I couldn't say really a goodbye to them because my last transfer was a little bit quick. How they gonna do? To be honest, I don't know. I know the players. I don't know who's gonna play, but yeah, a great team. Also, very good start of the season. 6 games.
A few players have come from there. Konate as well. Konate's come from there, so they've got a few players that a few players we have that we get from them. Don't forget, Navigator came from there as well. The Red Bull franchise. So yeah, we've got good connection with that team. So, I mean, that's just unlucky we didn't get Haaland. And then you see Takumi Minamino winning man of the match for Monaco and all that stuff. Wow, I think we'll let him go too early, guys. Honestly, I honestly think that. Let me just go to the comments as I continue, man. Joe Powell, this is why Fozzie is the realest one. He never gets involved with BS. Oh, thank you, bro. Didn't think. Thank you. Big up, Foz. How are you? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Slowly coming back. I'm good. Please subscribe. Please like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate that. Big up, Jared. Big up. Nice to see you again. Hi, Fozzie X. Thank you. Must win tonight. Yeah, we have to win today. You know what I mean? Like the more games you win in the Champions League, the easier it gets, you know what I mean, eventually. So just keep winning. That's what I say. Let's smash yes, Chiquitica Mo Salah. Let's smash Leipzig 100%, bro. 100%. Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't move like FSG. Yeah, cheapskates, innit? Big up John Conway, brother. Big up as always, man. Big up John. We have to hurt these tonight. We have to hurt these tonight. Yeah, 100%, bro. We've got no choice but to hurt them. Big up Sideline Football Show. Big up for the 2 clubs being owned by the same owners in the same league. I do not. It will happen. Oh, are you talking about this or are you talking about the Saudi Arabia thing? I don't know which one you're talking about. If you're talking about Salzburg and Leipzig, they're different leagues, brother. Salzburg is the Austrian league and Leipzig is the German league, as far as I'm aware, brother. So yeah, I'll come to your comments, guys. Just get the comments through. Big up, Cedric, as always, brother. Fozzie, the real one. Big up, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I don't ask for much. I mean, That's nice compliments. Big up, brother. Big up, Uncle Rods. Please subscribe to Sideline Football Show and Uncle Rods. Both phenomenal content creators, as I always say. Lovely guys as well. I have them on the channel, so there you go. That's how much I think of them. Only people around me, and good friends of mine. That's who comes on, really. Hi, folks. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Many thanks. I'm good, Richard. I'm really good, brother. I hope you're well as well, bro. I haven't seen you for a bit. Obviously, I've been off this stuff for a bit, innit? So appreciate that. Soboslai needs to improve his game at LFC. Yeah, 100%. There's no doubt about that. Hi, everyone. Blessing everyone. Many thanks. Yes, go. Let's go, champ. Let's go, Mr. Steve. Now, I would take a draw today and win against Arsenal. I wouldn't take a draw, really. I think we could beat them with these. I think just keep the winning going, innit? That's what we need at the end of the day. Yeah, but let's get back to that, guys.
Conceded no goals, so yeah, we have to be ready.
Lady in the green.
Oh shit!
You feel as if
Until we are at the top of. I have a little bit more offense role, as I did.
Yeah, with Dominic, he has scored this season. People in the Champions League, he scored against Leipzig. So just bear in mind.
I just answered the question before. It's almost the same season. I have a little bit more offense role. I'm happy with it. But otherwise, it's the same.
One in front, Lewis.
Hi, Dominic. As obviously you just said there about you needing to score more goals, what specifically are you doing on the training ground? I know there's a lot of meetings and video sessions and stuff to try and get into better positions to score more goals. What are you changing up?
It's not only about training sessions and videos. Of course, it helps a lot, but it's in the situation in the game. It's totally different. So even if I score in the trainings, you can ask the guys. I score a couple of good goals, but still in the game is not the same. I'm trying to work on it to be in the position so I can score more goals. But
the problem Dominic is facing when he's like trying to shoot at the goal, he's trying to hit the ball with like a Cristiano Ronaldo free kicks, if you know what I mean, guys. He doesn't do side steps or anything like that. He just wants to hit the ball like a knuckle hitting ball, and that takes a while for you to get that right. If you know what I mean. So he's a young player. These young players, they think you do everything with style. You know what I mean? He still wears 2 earrings, as you can see. He's not a woman. Like, you don't need to wear 2 earrings, bro. We don't need that. You know what I mean? The women's supposed to look pretty, not you, man. Come on, bro. But, you know what I mean? Like, he's got to start thinking like a genuine man. You know what I mean? Like, in mind. Because what he does is childish kind of things, you know what I mean? Which limits his game. Hitting the ball in a Ronaldo way when he's taking free kicks ain't always going to work. You need to have like a curler on you. I've never seen him like try to curl it in top corners. He's always blasting it in a way the ball swerves and all that stuff. That's not always going to work. So you got to like go to the training ground and start shooting properly. You know what I mean? Like a real footballer, not this kind of Cristiano Ronaldo way of hitting the ball. That doesn't work all the time because you got to set yourself in the right position. Push your body in a certain way for you to hit that ball. And you can't do that every single time. You saw him against Chelsea the other day, guys. He had an opportunity to shoot outside the box. What did he do? He tripped over the ball and the Chelsea player got it. There you go, man. That's what I said to you. You got to set yourself in a certain way to hit the ball with this technique that he's using. And like I said, he's young. He's only 23. So when you're 23, your body, your brain hasn't developed into a person that's gonna think like an adult. You know what I mean? So this is what like a grown up. This is why I keep thinking to myself, maybe we're asking too much from young players that haven't developed into to the players that we want them to be. If you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. In Germany, he could hit the ball the way he wants to hit it because not a lot of players mark him. And he's like, in Germany, you get a lot of space. Don't forget that compared to the Premier League. So this is why I like he's finding it difficult to get the goals that he wants and shooting doesn't come that often, if you know what I mean, guys. Because in the Premier League, the stadiums are tight, the crowds are right above you, and you don't get enough space for you to do what you want to do. So yeah, he needs to get into the training ground and start doing something else, man, other than that knuckle hitting ball kind of way.
Yeah, even if it's take time, I will get there.
One at the front here. Andy, just wait for the mic.
Hello, Dominic. Just wondering on your thoughts about coming back to your old club and what type of reception do you expect tomorrow night?
I'm happy to be back. Can't wait to get to the stadium tomorrow to see my old friends, coaching stuff as well, and also the fans. I couldn't say really a goodbye to them because my last transfer was a little bit quick. How they gonna do? To be honest, I don't know. I know their players. I don't know who's gonna play, but yeah, a great team. Also, very good start of the season. 6 games, conceded no goals. So yeah, we have to be ready.
Lady in the green.
It's gonna be German.
Hallo, welcome back. Der Trainer hat übrigens gesagt, sie vermissen dich sehr. Also schön auch, dass du dich freust, zurück zu sein.
So the coach said that they're missing you. Jürgen Klopp will work for Red Bull. You know Leipzig, you know Red Bull, the whole customers. What can Jürgen Klopp bring to Leipzig and Red Bull?
Wow, they're talking about wow.
Ja, ich habe auch gehört, dass.
Well, I also heard that he will start from the 1st of January, working for RB. I think it's a little bit different job for him compared to being a coach. He needs to take care of many things. But I'm happy that he's back in football because such a name as he has, you can't forget. And you don't want to forget about him. And it's good that he stays in football.
Listen, everybody enjoys Jurgen Klopp in football, you know what I mean? But Jurgen Klopp is no longer part of Liverpool. Why are we talking about this? It's frustrating, you know what I mean? We need to move on, guys. I know, we love Jurgen and all that stuff, but the football side, especially them, we can talk about it, but especially the footballers, the coaches, the club as a whole, where they are, needs to move on. And start talking about the future of the current coaching staff, if you know what I mean. If we keep going back and reminiscing, this is where we lose the focus that we need right now, which is to be competitive in the Premier League and the Champions League. And if we keep going back to the old days when things go wrong, that's what we're going to keep doing. Klopp wouldn't do this, Klopp wouldn't do that, and all that stuff. We can't keep going back to that, guys. We've got to move forward, man. Arne Slot and the team is doing pretty well, so let's continue with that. But Jurgen Klopp is not the coach of RB Leipzig. You know what I mean? So it's just I think he does something to do with the marketing stuff for them. So why are we bringing his name up while we're trying to win a game? I don't understand, man. I really don't understand.
Gentleman in front in the white coat.
At the side.
Benjamin Post, Leipziger Volkszeitung. Hallo Dominik, willkommen zurück.
Oh, Dominic, welcome back. 1.5 years, you experienced Liverpool, the myth. You're in a good form. What do you think about the match tomorrow, playing here away? And how do you look at Leipzig? They can make it this season to reach good objectives. Well, as you said, 1.5 years just went by so quickly. And I played many matches already for Liverpool. I'm very happy about it, but I worked hard for it. And I can only be thankful to Leipzig and to my previous clubs. And to the other question, well, I think that I said before that they have chance to win the Bundesliga title, and I hope for them that they can make it, actually. They won the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, they won the Super Cup, and only one trophy is missing. And why not this year? It could happen this season.
Dominic, welcome back, brother. One question I have for you is, how have you grown as a player and as a person since leaving RB Leipzig?
As I said before, it was a quick 1.5 year. But yeah, I left. I came here as a young talent and left as a grown man. And now playing in the Premier League, learned a lot of stuff. Playing under Jürgen or under Arne gave me so much stuff what I didn't know before, that shows that you can always learn something from different coaches, and also the players I'm playing with can only say positive stuff, and you learn every day something, and that's what I'm looking for.
I'm telling you guys, there's a great player under this guy with Szoboszlai. He just needs, time and patience from what I can see. You know what I mean? And the coaching staff, we've got so many of them there. They just need to work on him. A lot of us don't need a runner. You know what I mean? We need a player that's going to be performing in a higher level and be dominant. He's wearing that number 8 shirt. That number 8 shirt says a lot. You know what I mean? And not many people took care of it since Steven Gerrard left. So if you're brave enough to take that number, let's see your performances on the pitch. That's all I'm asking for. It has to be above what we see right now, which is like, be more creative, be more dominant with that running, the ability that you have, you know what I mean? And pass the right passes. Don't lose possession as he always does. And don't panic on the ball as he always does. That's something in the training ground that he needs to work on. You saw Darwin Núñez the other day. He came on. That was a different Darwin Núñez that we normally see. He held the ball up well. He laid it off. He ran to the box. He physically dominated the Chelsea defense at times to the point they have to trip him over and things like that, or push him to the floor because they got frustrated with him. His persistence, he was doing that. He was doing an incredible job, Darwin Núñez. I mean, and you can see they worked on that in the training ground. That's what I've been asking for a while. I've been telling you guys for a while. Darwin Núñez needs a lot of training, and for him to become that top striker, he's got to do a lot of improving, and he's doing that so far from what I can see. And he's not even complaining being on the bench, because I'm sure they told him what they want from him until they release him to become that striker that's going to be dominant in the Premier League. So the ideas they try to implement on Darwin Núñez is already underway. That's why he's happy. That's why he's not complaining. That's why when he comes on, he gives it 100%. Now we've got to concentrate on this guy, because there's more talent in those boots than any other player that we have. We've just got to get that out of him. We've just got to get that out of him. You know what I mean? And I just can't wait for it, really. I just can't wait for it. I know I do a lot of complaining about Szoboszlai, but there's a reason for it, because I know there's more stuff that he could bring other than just running like a donkey. You know what I mean?
Dominic, when you said that you're doing the dirty job,
there you go.
How did you feel when you found out you were going to have to do the dirty job?
Well, last year I was doing the same, so it's not new this season as well. But of course, as I said before, I'm gonna do it all the time for my team until we succeed. And then it doesn't matter for me if I don't score. Then until we are top of the table.
Guys, if you're watching here, please hit the like and please get me some comments. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm here to represent you guys. I want to give you different side of Liverpool Football Club, not the same old story, the same old nonsense, not the same old people. You know what I mean? I want to give you something different. So chat to me and I'll chat to you. Simple as that.
That's the most important.
Last one there, Chris.
I will read them out. You know what I mean? So don't
Dominic, I remember speaking at the start of last season, you said Liverpool were going to win everything. You went quite close towards the end. How would you feel about this season? Is that your ambition again, win the lot?
Well, I said it before. I will not answer these questions anymore because last season didn't work out. So now we are looking for game by game and seeing what's happened. Also, we have 2 cups in England. We have the Premier League. also you can compete against the best teams in the world. So, and you still have the Champions League. So, yeah, we are looking forward to it, and we wanna achieve a lot of things. And but let's see what we are able to do.
Thank you, everyone.
he actually clapped, for him to leave. Oh my god, because he's had enough. He's had enough. Like I like that. I mean, I didn't like the start of the interview with James Pearce, the Rugrat. I mean, that's never played football in his life, talking nonsense. I mean, but other than that, I think he answered the questions pretty well. He knows he needs to do a lot of improving. He knows like we haven't seen the best of him, and as long as he knows that and he's gonna work hard on it, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. Let me read the messages before we go on with the press conference, man. Big up to everyone that's tuned in, man. Locked in and locked out, as Mr. Lazy used to say. FSG Propaganda Machine, i.e. Redman TV, Empire of the Corp, saying they don't want Arab owners to replace FSG. I'll come back to this one, actually. I'll leave that. I'll come back to that because I'm going to talk about it, obviously. I will play a 4-5-1, 4-4-1-1 counter-attack today and play Gomez, Simicaz, Endo, Morton, rest Trent, Robbo, Maka, Ryan, and Dom. I think we ain't got no team for that, bro. We haven't got nothing. Arnie will go strong again and bring in only Simicaz, Diaz, Nunes from last game 11 style up. Yeah, I think so as well, bro. 100%. I'll come back to the rest. Don't worry about that. Convert Soboslai to a right back. We can't get rid of Trent, bro. You know what I mean? Foz, I am more scared of Leipzig attack than Arsenal's. Callum, anything's possible in football, bro. I just want to see Nunes 1-1 outside to see how he will do. Listen, it's time for him to start performing, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but this is my last season with Darwin Nunes. You know what I mean? I'm going to say goodbyes if he doesn't, produce what he needs to produce. I mean, 85 million pound striker and sitting on the bench, it doesn't go right with me, man. I got to be honest, it doesn't go right with me. I'm all about, if we're spending that much money, you're the most expensive Liverpool player in history. You know what I mean? And you're sitting on the bench. Like, come on, man. You got to be on the pitch side scoring goals, bro. You know what I mean? So this is what I see. And this is what I want. I can't have this guy, like, taking money and doing nothing. You know what I mean? So enough now. Enough, Darwin. Sorry, guys. I don't know where I am.
This one.
There's the boss.
Yes, Tom had that. I don't think he drank it, but it was there. Same process as previously. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and wait for the microphone. Anyone want to kick us off? James?
Arne, Diogo Jota obviously hasn't made the trip. What's the assessment on him since he was forced off at the weekend? Is it clear now exactly the extent of the injury and how long he'll be out for?
Conor Bradley didn't make the trip. Harvey Elliott didn't make it. Federico Chiesa didn't make it. And Allison didn't make it. God. So it means that we have a few issues at the moment. He got a knock like we all.
There you go, people. Every season, the same. Nothing ever changes. And you wonder why we're always angry in the summer when we don't sign players. There you go, people. The proof is right there. We keep warning these people. These things is going to happen. They take a risk, and then it happens again. Chiesa hasn't even... Although he started one game and he came off. How are you injured already, bro? Like, what have you done to be injured, bro? This is what I'm saying. We said that he's an injury-prone player. We're buying injury-prone players, man, and expect us to be happy with that for 10 million. Basically, you haven't bought anyone this summer. We're still waiting. It's madness, man. Top of the league, guys, and we have this strength. We haven't got no strength. It's annoying, man. It's really annoying.
We all saw when he was trying to go to goal, brought down. That was not the biggest problem, but I think the other player fell onto him, and that was that hurted him that much that he couldn't continue to play, and he couldn't come with us for now. And it's difficult to judge at this moment of time to see how long that's going to take. He fell somewhere over here, so it's bruised. Is that the way to say it? So we have to see how long it's going to take.
Chris?
So it's only bruised, though. Okay, that's great. He could be back for Arsenal then. I'll take it. You know what I mean? He's going to come back and, you know, start scoring goals against the teams he always scores goals against, which is Arsenal. I hope so. It's just Jota, isn't it? Every season he has to pick up an injury. It's just like Alisson. Every season he has to pick up an injury. Yeah, Bradley now is injured. Hasn't even played.
You mentioned those issues piling up and the fixtures keep coming and coming.
Of course.
Does that put a bit of importance to go and get another positive result tomorrow night with all these games coming, that you can get your qualification done as soon as possible in this group stage?
I never think it's a good idea to lose a game. So no matter where you are in the season, it's always better to get the best possible result. And that's also what we're trying to bring in tomorrow. We look at it game by game, and we try to bring out the best possible team for tomorrow for the competition we face with Leipzig. We're doing really well in the Bundesliga. Had the difficulty of playing two very difficult teams in the Champions League. That's the difficult thing of this format.
No, enough credit for that.
That after 2 games you can have a league table that doesn't tell the whole story, because you can face teams from pot 4, is also, you call it pot 4 or group 4? Group 4, or you can face the difficult ones in the beginning, and that's what they had. So very good team. And yes, the fixture list is tough, but what would you expect if you play Champions League and Premier League? The fixture list then is tough, and that's what we like. That's what we want.
Yes.
So we have to deal with it, and we like to deal with that.
John Murray just here.
I know you mentioned the single league concept. Have you got your head around it now? And what do you think?
The concept of this Champions League, I got my head around it, but I don't think you can have a fair opinion yet, because we're only 2 games into the Champions League now. If you would say to me, okay, tell me what you think about it, because I want to have an answer, I would tell you, okay, I like it, but that has only to do with us having 6 points out of 2 games. That has nothing to do with the format. So we have to wait and see what the end result of this format is, and you can only judge that after the group stage is done, and then see if me or you or the fans like this new format.
I really, you know what, guys? You know, like I normally study for the Champions League and this new format, so whatever it is, I still don't understand it, to be fair. I really don't understand it. I don't want to understand it because it's too complicated, to be fair, guys. I miss the old group stages. You play your games home and away, the top 2 go through. That's what I miss. You know what I mean? But now they make it so complicated, even the coaches don't understand it. You know what I mean? So it's annoying. It's really annoying. The competitive side of the game is slowly disappearing, which worries me, in my opinion. So yeah, man. I like to see what I'm used to seeing. I don't want to change things. I'm traditionalist. Like, I'm from a country full of tradition, which is England. You know what I mean? So this is what we need to see. You know what I mean? And if you break that stuff on a continuous basis, people will lose interest eventually. You're not going to really look at Champions League football like you used to anymore, because they made it so complicated. It's something you don't want to watch. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
I think it will be an incentive further down the line, if things continue to go well, to cast a thought ahead to what your seeding might be in the knockout stages. Or am I looking too far ahead?
No, what you're doing is using quite difficult English words. So I need a translation for this now. If we keep on going like this.
That's what I've always said, even on YouTube, you know, like these people using some, you know, fancy words and expect people to understand it. It's difficult, man. Please use your words carefully and let people understand what you're saying. I see these new YouTubers, like they're coming out with words that's weird to some people. I mean, basic English is what people understand, especially when you're getting watched by people from all around the world. You know what I mean? If you're trying to use fancy words, it's difficult for them. They have to get their phone out, look at Google. What did he say? I mean, it's too much. What did she say? It's too much, man. Just use basic English. You'll be all right.
John, can you have to explain that?
in the table
the seedings
will determine potentially which side of the draw you'd be in the knockout stages.
That's true. Yeah, but we don't know the other teams that are left and right. So we all can come up with certain teams you don't want to come up against immediately after you go through to the next round. But first you have to go through to the next round. But you don't know if they end up 1, 2, 3, or they lose a few games in the meanwhile. So that is the difficulty of this format. Although when it's just a draw, you also don't know who you're going to face. Although maybe it's a bit, then you know you're going to face it, the number 2 or the number 1.
Yeah.
Now you just don't know. So it's so difficult for me to say if I like this or not. I think if we reach the next round and the draw is good for us, then I definitely like it. Let's wait and see.
Lewis.
Hi, Arne. Just going back to the injuries, you say Connor and Federico. How have you got a time scale on those? Are they serious? I know Federico's been out for a few weeks, but are they going to take a while to recover, or are they just minor?
I think that is always so difficult with injuries, especially if it just happens. It's so difficult to see where they are after a few days, and I think after a few days you can better say where they are. With Federico, it's a bit more simple, although it's more difficult, but it's a bit more simple to explain. He missed a complete preseason. I said this many times, and going to a league where the intensity might even be higher than
to be honest,
than the Italian league. We just faced the 2 Italian teams, so it's I can say this now. So that makes it difficult for him to make the step towards the intensity levels the rest of the team is at the moment. That has not so much to do with the Italian league or the Premier League, but that has more to do with him missing a complete preseason. And then it's so difficult for every player to, when the games are constantly there, to build them up towards the levels we are at. So difficult to say, but it's a big disappointment for him that he is going in and out of the train.
Listen, you don't get enough. If you don't play enough football and you don't have a full preseason, these things are going to happen. You know what I mean? I might have been frustrated with Federico, but I think they should have took time with him when they first got him. You know, get him up to the standards that we need him to get to, and just get him off the bench now and again. Don't start him in the games, and then we could see how far he develops as a player. Like, you know, starting him in a game and then, you know, getting him off, it's too much, man, for players that haven't had full preseason. And this is what Federico is facing at the moment, especially, you know, with the knee injuries that he has. You know what I mean? He had an ACL. I think he had double ACL. So it's always going to be difficult for you to get up to speed when you had injuries like that in the past. So it's just like what I said about the team. The issues they're having is they didn't have enough preseasons for them to get to understand the formations these new coaches are setting up for them. You know what I mean? But so far I like it because we're not playing well, but we're winning games, and certain players have improved in regards to the weaknesses that they had before, which is defending or attacking or creating, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, so far so good. But yeah, Chiesa, I'm not too sure about it at the moment, people. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. We'll have to wait and see.
Training sessions all the time, so feel sorry for him. But he signed a long-term contract, so we will see what he brings for us. But at the moment, unfortunately for him, he can't. He's been us 1 or 2 times, I think, in the team selection, and not more than that.
Chris?
A great start, and the threshold, the standard you've set is so high. But what is it particularly you're looking for more? Because you can tell that you're still looking for more and more. Is there anything particularly that you're looking for from the team? Because you're top of the league, you're winning all these games.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more when it comes to results, but when it comes to what we want, there's always room for improvement.
Yes.
I don't think we outplayed Chelsea. We certainly didn't. I think they were more dominant than us with the ball. So in an ideal world, I would have
Come on, guys! Like a team that's been like that's worth 1 billion and over that as well. So what do you expect is going to happen? They are going to at a certain point they are going to connect and start playing passes that looks good on the pitch, and that's what Chelsea did. They took advantage of that, and they outplayed us in certain occasions. Actually, most occasions in the game. What I saw was a team that's getting confidence as the season goes along. I'm not going to take that risk saying Chelsea are, this, that. But, new ideas brings, brings you more confidence on the pitch. And that's what Chelsea is showing at the moment. But when things go wrong and, the coaching side of it doesn't give you fresh ideas as the season goes on, what are you going to do? Are you still going to, put that extra energy on the pitch, or are you gonna go back? Because we've seen this with Chelsea before. New manager comes in, they start performing, and then when time goes on, the ideas are not coming up. Any more ideas are not coming up. They slowly decline, and that's how Chelsea are. But listen, they spent over $1 billion on that team, and you expect them at least to make the right decisions on the pitch when it's to do with passing, and that's what they did at the end of the day. But yeah, Callum says Jota injury is only bruising, which is lucky. Yeah, it's lucky, bro. Arsenal have Timber, Calafiori, Saka, Odegaard, and Saliba suspended. I'm not worried about Arsenal. Even if they had those players, I'd rather beat the best Arsenal team than the team that's depleted, bro. Because it will prove to us how good we are. You know what I mean? Because we've done it. I've asked a question of the panel in the past few weeks. How many of those Arsenal players can get into the Liverpool team? They could only name 1 or 2. That shows how stronger we are than them. But the difference between us and them, their team has been put together for the last 4 to 5 years. We've got a new coach, new ideas, new coaches with him. That's putting different things than the previous regime that we had onto these players. So it's going to take us time. But as we are playing this, the way we're doing at the moment, we are still top of everything that we're in. You know what I mean? So we could only get better. Things can only get better. You know that song? Can only get.
I've seen us
Classic
dominating the complete game like we did so many other games. We're not there yet, but the good thing about this team and about our result was that if you face a team like Chelsea or Man United, because we had difficult moments in the United game as well, that you see a team that's fighting for every centimeter, every meter, fighting for every moment that can be decisive in the game, and that's what we showed. But I'm hoping that in the future, hopefully in the near future, we play a difficult game like the Milan game or the United game, that we are more dominant than we were against Chelsea.
Exactly.
But probably that says a lot about Chelsea as well.
With Arne Slot, what people misunderstand about Arne Slot, the way he coaches teams, especially the final when he was there. I've seen bits of it. I try to understand how he plays. It's not the way we're playing at the moment. Let me just put it that way. What I've seen him do at final is they win the ball higher up and they go up together. You know what I mean? All as one. If you watch us in the Premier League right now and in the Champions League, as soon as we win the ball, we all push into the box. I've seen there's about 3 or 4 players in the box. I mean, which crowds the box in order for us to score a goal. And that's how he normally plays with Feyenoord. Win it up the field, make sure the defense is secured and the midfield right in front of that. Then, you push forward and get the goals that way. So he's always winning the ball higher up the pitch. That's what he used to do before. Players coming out of position to narrow the angles for the opponents to pass the ball. That's what he does. That's what he does, guys. But with time, we're going to see this. I think it's too early to judge the way we're playing right now.
Because I said it before the game, and I said it after the game, and I can say it one more time. A lot of people in England in the start of the season made a bit of fun about them investing so much money and all these players that were not in the squad. But in my opinion, they've done in the last 1 or 2 years really well, bringing so many talented players in, and now having such a strong squad with such a good manager that they will be up there in the upcoming years. That's my opinion. And let's see if I'm right.
Any more last ones? No? All done? Thank you.
Good to go. Thank you for watching, as it says, people. Thank you for watching. I enjoyed that interview, obviously. Preparation for the Leipzig game tonight. It's just a game we've got to win, isn't it? It's just a game we've got to win. What he talked about, I pretty like, you know what I mean? And pretty much like, sorry. And it shows we've got a preparation for a game, certain games, basically. We don't do the same kind of, lack of preparation for games, if you know what I mean. If under Klopp, what we used to do is the way we play is the way we're going to win, whether you like it or not. We're not going to study the other team as much, if you know what I mean. With Arne Slot is, I'll study the other team and I'll put a formation there that can beat them. That's the difference, you know what I mean. They both believe in their formations, him and Klopp, but the difference with Arne Slot is he's willing to play boring football to get us that win. You know what I mean? And just to stop the opponents playing against us. That's the difference if you look at both managers. Well, coach and the manager, whatever you want to call them. You know, I'm too confused with this nonsense anyway. I'm old school football fan. I'm not these new guys, man. I mean, coaching, head coach, and all this stuff. What the hell is that shit, man? I'll talk about this in a minute, mate. Amanda Stalvili. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute, man. Don't worry about it. We would have lost if Klopp managed that game. Slot sat a bit further, relaxed. The press and Salah's sharpness and Jones' boost after having a baby helped us. Yeah. Listen, 2-1, we don't win with Klopp with 2-1s. We don't. We either get a draw or we either, lose that game. It's just a simple thing that goes around Liverpool back in the day. Or we have to score in the last minute to make it a dramatic ending, as we always did in the past. That's us. That is us, guys, whether we like it or not. It always happens. That's crazy football last season. That crazy football last season would have had Chelsea beaten us on Sunday. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I said that in a previous stream. I couldn't believe we won by 2-1. Normally, those are the type of games we drop points in as time goes on, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. I'll talk about your Amanda lady, Mr. AK. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to just the Saudi takeover and all this stuff everybody's talking about. And we could discuss it, really. We could discuss it. So let's do this. Let's do this, people. Let's do this. Oh, I love that tune. I love that tune. I love it. I love it. I love it. Before we move on, that's my formation for the game. This is what I want it to be. I want Kelleher in goal. Well, I've got no choice in a way, but yeah, I've got no choice. Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, and Tsimikas. I want Gravenberch and Endo. Just keep it tight in the midfield, innit? Let Gravenberch do his little runs with the ball and start creating havoc, innit? And then you got Curtis Jones in that number 10 role with Salah, Diaz, and Nunes at front. So that's a good start. I mean, I'd rather have a strong team than not a strong team, if you know what I mean. So it's strong enough to get us through that game, in my opinion. And if people don't like it, well, sod you then. Sod you. You know what I mean? I'm only joking. Don't take that to heart. Don't take that to heart, man. Yeah, so everybody wants to talk about this, which is, Saudi takeover and all this stuff. What do I think about it? Listen, if you guys don't know me, although I lived majority of my life in England, I was born in Saudi Arabia. I wasn't born in England. I'm a Saudi Arabia boy, Somali background. That's what I am. So the story that's going around is they want to take over a big club, and Chelsea and Liverpool have come into that, platform. What do I think about it? I'm not. Listen, guys. I'm more of a traditionalist. Like fans of the club should take over take over a club instead of like, you know, people from the outside that, you know, don't care, they don't spend the money, they're just here to sit down and, you know, collect the money for themselves as we have right now. But at least with these people, they will spend the money. But we've got certain people from our fan base that says we've got morals, we don't accept this, you know what I mean, what they do in their country, but they're not in that country. They actually want to invest in this country. That's the difference. But in order for them to do that, first of all, the Saudis have to obviously stop their association with Newcastle. They can't have two clubs in the Premier League. So that's why I keep seeing this from Mr. AK. He always talks about Amanda Stelman should take over Newcastle United and, you know, and her husband and all that stuff. Well, I think she's leaving or she's left, but she's a Liverpool fan. And, you know, she's always going to talk about Liverpool no matter what. And that could be her next project. They might cut their losses with Newcastle and move to Liverpool. Maybe that's what they're going to do. Sorry about that. I could see something wrong there. But yeah, as I said, the first thing they got to do is cut their losses with Newcastle in order for them to take over Liverpool. They can't do two clubs in the Premier League, which is not allowed anyway. So the takeover would, if it ever happens, it would take a long time. And not only that, Chelsea are in the equation as well. It's not just Liverpool. Chelsea are in there. Sorry about, I think I'm missing an E on there, but it's okay. It's fine. I always do misspellings. That's how I am. Yeah, so looking at that, there's a lot of work that has to go on there in order for us to be taken over by other people, which is, you know, convincing the Liverpool fan base, which is, you know, them cutting their losses with Newcastle, and, you know, the Premier League, the FA, whoever's in charge of it, they have to sanction that as well. Would I be happy with it? I don't mind anything that's good for Liverpool, if you know what I mean, guys. I'm not these kind of fans that are saying we've got morals, the human rights in their country is this human right. Our human rights in this world is all messed up. Doesn't the Gaza thing, what's happening in Gaza, tell you that? You know what I mean? Where this country and America is investing in that war, and they're talking about morals to us. You know what I mean? So there you go. Nobody has morals. Stop listening to these people that get money out of this club in any means necessary. They've got their own channels, as we already know. But do they care about Liverpool Football Club? No. Because if they cared for Liverpool Football Club, we would not be always begging for players, being happy by signing nobody. I mean, that takes a lot. Bill Shankly did not build this football club to be second rate. He built this football club to be a bastion of invisibility, which we ain't anymore. We're always struggling. We're always begging for players. Liverpool fans should not beg for players because we don't deserve that. We don't deserve that. We deserve better. We support you through thick and thin. No matter where you are in the world, we will be out shouting every other fan. Anfield always packed. Always, you know, the biggest atmosphere in we don't really miss that many seats at Anfield. Let's just put it that way. So I can't say in England because, you know, we're not the biggest stadium in England, as everybody knows. But atmosphere-wise, nobody can compete with us. Let's just be realistic here. I'll go there. I mean, I'll see it for myself. I'm not like these fans that tell you Liverpool's this and that, and they don't even, you know, experience it. That's just nonsense. You know what I mean? It's really stupid. But as I said, guys, forget about all these people talking about morals and all this stuff. If this country had morals, would they do what they're doing all around the world, which occupy every African countries and help out, you know, the people against Gaza and etc. Would they do things like that? No. So let's just be calm down with that stuff. Not so long ago, England had those rules. Are we forgetting that? You know, the whole world had those kind of rules. You know what I mean? So we need to like relax with things like this and understand like football and politics should be separated. You know what I mean? And if we want to go down that route, we could talk about it. You know what I mean? We could talk about here what we do in this country to other countries. I mean, we do worse here than anyone else. So relax with that stuff, man. Because I keep hearing that nonsense, and I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. Because you know how it goes, guys. The thing is, like, if these people come into your football club, what are they going to do? They're going to change the infrastructure. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're going to get rid of all the corrupt environment around Anfield. The corrupt people around Liverpool that get free tickets, backdoor entrances. They're gonna make it so professional, nobody can touch us. That's what they don't want. I mean, so it will affect them. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with like making Liverpool great. It's to do with what's gonna affect them personally. That's what it is, guys. That's what they are worried about. It's nothing to do with Liverpool, man. Don't ever think that. If you cared about your football club, you want it to be the best in the world, don't you? Yeah, and competing for the best trophies in the world. And nobody's going to beg for players anymore and things like that. You know what I mean? So just be careful, like when you follow these type of people on social media that always says, oh, we've got morals and all this stuff. And shut up. We know what you're trying to do. We're not stupid. Our eyes are open. You know what I mean? FSG can be the best owners if they spend. Everything else around it is great, but spend the money that we need to compete with. Simple as that. I mean, but if anyone else can do that, that's willing to do that for Liverpool Football Club, I'm all on board. You know what I mean? And that's the way we should be going, man. But yeah, it's just talks right now. It's not really, a real thing. Because like I said, they've got to do a lot of stuff, which is like get rid of Newcastle. Chelsea are there as well. You know what Chelsea are? Chelsea are on a posher side of London. And obviously they need a new stadium. You have to like buy out people around there, millionaires, billionaires around that area in order for you to do that as well. But with Liverpool, it's different. You know what I mean? You saw at Anfield, if you guys go to Anfield, it's just empty fields everywhere. And you could buy out those houses around the stadium. And you could do whatever you want, really. I mean, that's the difference between us and Chelsea. So it's easier to own Liverpool than to own Chelsea. And it's not only easier in regards to off the pitch and on the pitch. You're with a big club that should be up there competing with the likes of Real Madrid because of the history of the club, what we've had down the years, if you know what I mean, guys. So listen, I'm all for it. As long as it's going to make the club, compete, on the pitch. That's what I'm here for. I don't care about politics. I really don't. You know what I mean? There's too much damage going on from everybody than, what's happening in that country in a way. We would have lost yeah, hold on, I thought how are you, Saudi Arabia? Amanda Stelvey should buy Newcastle. Yes, Amanda Stelvey should buy Newcastle. Well, they did. I mean, they did, and they're not investing anymore. They're looking for a bigger club because with Newcastle it takes a lot of. They have to do a lot of stuff for them to compete at the highest level. So their best option is buying a bigger club that's already there, and that doesn't cause them a lot of problems to spend money. So that's why they're looking at the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I'm not going to stand in their way. You know what I mean? I hope it happens. And, make us to the club that we want to be. I mean, investment helps. I mean, genuine investment as well. The investment that, helps us on the pitch. That's what I'm looking forward to if it ever happens. But yeah, it's a long way to go, guys. Don't get your hopes up too high. It's a long way to go. But yeah, guys, that's me done, man. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. I hope we get that win and, just make it easier for ourselves for the next round of the Champions League. And, when Real Madrid comes, we're already there. And, makes it easier for us to eventually just look at the league and win those games as well. Okay, people, I'm done here. I will be back. I'll come back on Friday. But Friday, I'm going to be driving to Liverpool to go to the hotel. And then Saturday around 9 a.m., I'm going to go do with the legends and go around the stadium and all that stuff and come back at Saturday. So I'll try on Friday to get the crew together. I'll do it on my laptop, and we could discuss the game against Arsenal. So I'm looking forward to it, people. Really looking forward to that game. Okay, guys, if you're just watching, if you're watching back or wherever it is, hit that like button, hit the subscription button, hit the notification button. Appreciate you all for always joining me and giving me the chat. And I'll see you soon, people. Take care.